Hey everybody, what's up? Joshua Laycock, Lifestyle Evolution. I thought I'd touch on something today that is kind of bugging me. And that is today here in Toronto, we're having, over the last couple of days, probably one of our first good storms. We've had a bit of snow already this year, but this is kind of the first one. But when I say storm, I mean, come on, we've had, I don't know, maybe a couple inches. It's not a big deal. It's a little chilly, but it's not super cold. And I'm just blown away at how many people sit around and talk and complain about the weather. They're out there looking for things to be upset and angry and frustrated about. And then, so my company, actually, it's really exciting. We've been acquired by a much larger shop, and the acquisition closed today. And so there's lots of cool, welcome to the company swag floating around. And we've known that this was coming for a few months. And while for the most part, everyone's really excited, a lot of people, and I'll be fair, myself included, sometimes we instantly go to the negative thing about it, whether there's something small that's going to be different or annoying or whatever. But let's go back to the weather, or just in general, is I'm amazed at how often we choose to be frustrated by something, we choose to be annoyed by something, we choose to be angry or inconvenienced by stuff over which we have no control. And I just think, man, life's hard enough as it is. Life's going to throw you enough curveballs. We need to stop manufacturing headwinds. We need to stop going out of our way to find the things that frustrate us. These are choices. Like, don't kid yourself. We choose to be annoyed. We choose to be frustrated. We choose to be scared to a certain point. A really good example is this weekend my son was, doing what 5-year-old boys do, and my wife and I were, we were getting frustrated, and he doesn't always listen, and so be it, and we're probably a little hard on him. But at the end of the day, we said to ourselves, look, you and I, parents, we need to do a better job at just letting some of this stuff go. We have to choose not to be frustrated by some of the things that he's going to do. It's just the reality of raising children, of having a 5-year-old boy with tons of energy, with limited attention, and an incredible amount of curiosity. The stuff that he's doing, it is what it is. But let's not make it harder than what it is by choosing to be upset or choosing to be frustrated. Life is hard enough as it is. Don't choose to be upset by the weather. Don't choose to be upset by changes that take place in our life. Identify what's going on and respond to it. Your kid is not listening? Cool. Learn how to communicate in a way that's more effective for your child so that you can help him learn. The weather sucks. Okay, great. You put on different boots. You leave yourself a bit more time to get dressed and to get to where you're going in the morning. You bundle up a little bit warmer. Major change in your life? Okay. You can sit around and bellyache about all the stuff that might stink or how your routines are going to change, but at the end of the day, you're just choosing to be frustrated. Choose to be happy. Find the stuff that's working. Find the stuff that's awesome. Choose to put your energy towards something that is already working in your life. I mean, we talk about evolving, going forward, but if you're engineering headwinds, if you're engineering a chain and an anchor that's going to hold you in place or pull you backwards, you're not going to move forward. I've never met a successful person who sits around and bellyaches about stuff like the weather or the way that their kids are acting. They take stock of what they're presented with and they move forward. And I mean, okay, it's Canada. Every year it snows. Every year it gets cold. Every year you deal with slush and slow traffic. Every year at the beginning of the winter we deal with a lot of drivers who forget how to drive. This is reality. It's entirely predictable. But the amount of people, and I'm not just talking people in my office, you get a few of those, but like you go to the coffee shop, all everyone wants to talk about is how much the weather sucks. And I can't give into that. I'm like, it's Canada. I'm a Northman. We like the cold. We like the winter. This is awesome. And they get uncomfortable by that because I'm not just sort of joining in on the bandwagon of ripping into winter. But I can't. It's fun. Enjoy it. Choose to find the good in stuff. That's when you'll start to propel yourself forward, where you will allow your life to get better and to level up. But when you literally make the conscious decision to dwell on the stuff that you don't like, or then tell yourself you don't like it, it's miserable, isn't it? I don't know. There's stuff in my life that I do this. I know. There's been time with this company acquisition that I've struggled with, the change in my commute possibly, or this or that, and you get frustrated. Even this weekend, my son showed remarkable resilience. He went to this his jiu-jitsu class on Sundays, and we went to class, and look, I'm the first one to say maybe I missed the notice, but every dad who brought their son to this class on Sunday didn't realize that there was a major tournament going on. It was like 80, 90 kids. Normally his class is like 10 people on the weekend. And, he was resilient. He said, this is going to be awesome. He jumped into the class. I posted a video about it yesterday. He got lots of sparring in, lots of rolling. He was resilient. He chose to see the exciting stuff. I'm not going to lie. I was frustrated. I didn't like that. I didn't anticipate that. I didn't know how long we were going to be there for. I was worried about how is my son going to respond in this situation. Is he going to be overwhelmed by it? He's in class with a lot of bigger kids, et cetera, et cetera. So I was dwelling on the negative stuff, and I just said, look, he's excited. You should be excited too. This is going to be a good thing for him. He's going to get this kind of exposure. Choose to focus on the awesome stuff. And it was an incredible day for him. I was really proud of how he reacted. He didn't choose to dwell on the negative stuff. He chose to be excited and chose to dive in and really develop some pretty powerful skills. And so I guess for me, it's just, I'm not perfect by any stretch in this, in this arena, but I really do think, man, do we choose to be miserable about so much stuff? Let's just instead choose to be happy about it. Or at best, if something isn't ideal, like an extra long commute or a bit of a nasty winter storm, choose to just respond to it and be ready and move forward. But don't hang back and complain. So that's it. I'm spinning in circles here now, but it's been bugging me. Because everywhere I go, that's all people want to talk about is all the bad stuff that's going to happen. And what a surprise. When you talk about bad stuff and you think about bad stuff and you dwell on bad things, well, no surprise. Bad things happen. And I do believe the inverse is true. Choose to be happy. Choose to be excited. Choose to be courageous. Choose to be curious. And amazing things are going to happen. So anyway, I'm finishing up my lunch and I'm going to get back to work. And I'm hopefully going to avoid conversations of people belly aching about the drive. Enjoy the winter. Enjoy the snow. We'll see you guys tomorrow.